Welcome to Random Encounters, where we turn all your favorite video games into musicals. If you've been here a minute, you might have caught on to how much we like to celebrate Halloween, Valentine's Day, and Christmas. We just like spicing up your holiday playlists with something that makes your friends and family question if they heard those lyrics correctly. But this time, Christmas is taking a backseat. We're here to count down the top 10 holidays you didn't know you could celebrate with an RE song. Starting from the top of our list and the top of the year, we like to celebrate New Year's Day watching the only RE musical about the turning of time, marvelous party hats, celebrating friendship, and having all of the time in the world to accomplish your newest resolutions. Like taking every villain ever and crushing them all. Nothing rings in the new year like A Hat in Time the musical, knowing that the future is going to be so awesome and so great. We like to celebrate that universally recognized waste of time known as Groundhog Day by watching Sonic the Hedgehog the musical movie trailer. I know what you're thinking. I need to go back to the zoo because I don't know my animals. His name is literally Sonic the Hedgehog, but hear me out. On the 2nd of February, we all wait around all morning to see if our plucky little hog friend will come out and see his shadow. And in our Sonic musical, we wait about 5 minutes to see if our plucky little hog friend will see his shadow. Somehow the answer is always yes. And Shadow does call him a fake hedgehog, so he could technically be a groundhog. Hey Winter, gotta go fast! Nothing celebrates Easter and the resurrection of Christ like watching Mr. Hopp's Playhouse the musical. Hold on, I'll get there. Besides the obvious link of a rabbit-centered musical on a rabbit-centered holiday, there's also a shared emphasis on Easter eggs, like Slenderman in this window, and Freddy Fazbear in this safe. Easter eggs, am I right? And beyond all that, if Mr. Hop had been wandering around Jerusalem during Passover in Jesus' time, the Roman Empire would probably have tried to unsuccessfully execute him too. Does it help if I point out that our Mr. Hop costume started its life as a store-bought Easter bunny? May the 4th be with you as you celebrate May the 4th by watching the Power of Pong and epic Star Wars rap. Maybe celebrate is the wrong word. I know the tradition is to watch the Star Wars trilogy of your choosing, but for all of you who just don't have the time but want to get into the spirit, we have the perfect 2-minute experience. You can watch the Death Star realistically bounce between 2 lightsabers while the entire Star Wars saga is boiled down to a string of bad puns and sick burns. It's so succinct, you'll have plenty of time to play it again and try to figure out what in the Wookiee you just watched. For the most patriotic of blue-blooded nationalists, there's no better way to celebrate National Flag Day than by watching the Flagpole song. The internet recommends buying a high-quality flag and raising it outside your home, but we recommend the majestic sight of a man, dressed like a toad, dressed like a cat, chasing a man in a skin-tight bodysuit through a playground before a violently regal beatdown. You can keep your bald eagles and your Purple Mountains majesty. We have whatever this is. Our honorable mentions usually come closer to the end of our list, but we couldn't bypass May and June without mentioning Mother's Day and Father's Day. As humans who love and respect our parents, we of course have modeled many RE characters after them, but none of them beats the love, patience, and borderline criminal devotion that Mama Bunny and Mr. Sepperton show their children. This year, we hope you'll sit down and watch them both with your parents as a way of saying, thank you for being there for me, just like these weirdos. The first rule of Labor Day is no one cares about Labor Day, but you can care more by watching One Winged Office, a Sephiroth song. Take a moment to bask in not having to be at work today by watching someone else who does. Today, you don't have to face traffic or spreadsheets or the war with the machines. Bosses be darned, you can sit on the toilet as long as you like. You've earned it. And yeah, tomorrow's gonna come, the long weekend has to end, and Company Work Harder Day is right around the corner, but at least you get to see someone else live the dream and make a grand escape. Avast ye! Ye can celebrate National Talk Like a Pirate Day by watching the C+ Shanty, an Animal Crossing song. What could be more piratey than drinking, singing, and bragging about the treasures you fished out of the sea? Nothing. Except drinking, singing, and complaining about your salty sea nemesis, the dreaded sea bass. Sing the chorus with us once, and we promise you'll have the accent locked in and ready for the whole day. Because you won't be able to get the tune out of your head. Or resist the urge to jig on top of a barrel while playing the accordion. If only Dance Like a Pirate Day were a thing. This election day, exercise your civic duty by getting out to the polls and voting for King K. Rool, or at least write him in on your YouTube search bar. Politicians have been the butt of the joke and the bane of our existence for hundreds of years, but at least King K. Rool knows it. He's honest about his dishonesty, open with his political goals, and his campaign promises? Well, they mostly consist of threats against Donkey Kong, so we can probably trust them. Tired of football and parades? You can celebrate Thanksgiving by watching Cooking Mama the musical instead. There are fewer commercials, and it's a great reminder to be thankful for the people in your life who aren't making a meat bicycle. Nothing says Thanksgiving like trying to help your mother in the kitchen, ruining half the food, almost losing a finger or two, and someone storming out without eating, right? Please tell me this isn't just my Thanksgiving. And lastly, you can finish out the year celebrating New Year's Eve by watching Go to Sleep, a Minecraft song. Or rather, not celebrating it because you can't go to sleep. Look, I get staying up till the crack of dawn with swanky hullabaloo and a festive shindig, but once you're over 30, you need a heck ton of beauty sleep, and you kids in your raucous keggers are just piling on the wrinkles. Don't at me, my back hurts just from breathing. Of course, it's easier to sleep as long as there are no monsters nearby. You did take care of all of your monsters during the year, right? If, like me, you definitely did not, then at least you're in for one more wild midnight ride before the sun comes up again. Thank you for watching our countdown, and we're looking forward to celebrating the whole year with you, both with all of these well-timed classics and a brand new set of adventures. Let us know in the comments if there's any holidays we missed, or if any musicals would be a better fit than the ones we mentioned. We'll definitely add them to our calendar. Beard salute! Woo!